Well, hi. Welcome back to Glitter 50. Sorry, I'm going to move my mirror just a little bit. There. You're going to hear a noise. Okay. Happy New Year. It is actually the 2nd of January, and we made it through the new year. We are here safe and sound. Everybody that I know of made it. I'm sorry if somebody you love did not make it into the new year. This is my first time sitting down this year to do my makeup. I did my makeup when we went out to see Stranger Things, when we went to the theater. And honestly, I regret not sitting down and recording it because it turned out so pretty. I was so impressed. And not going to recreate it today, but I will recreate it in the future. I probably have done a very similar look with that palette anyway, but I'll show you because it's right here. I used, of course, my Stranger Things tablet because why not? Today, however, I'm going to use my Aurora Struck from ColourPop. I'll show you the color story. It's so pretty. There's so many colors. I saw one of the people that I like to follow. She did a look, and I want to recreate it. I wish I knew how to do the whole pop-ups. However, I do not. And I'm going to use, I don't even know what brush this is. But I'm trying to think of the colors that she used. She used like a blue and a teal. I don't really have a teal color, but we're going to do my version of it. Her name is Allie Dawson, and the look that she did, or the one that I'm trying to recreate, is on her 97 palettes video. She reviewed 97 palettes and she was ranking them. And she was wearing a Bella Beauté bar palette, and I have wanted to use or wanted to buy one of those palettes. However, I thought, I think I have very similar colors to that, and I'm going to try and do it with the ones that I have to see if I can do anything like it. Now, mind you, I'm not looking at a picture, so I'm doing it from kind of memory. And that one that I just used is called Journey. And then the next one I'm going to use is Stormy Much, which is this one, which is kind of a satiny color. She didn't really go too dark on hers. And it was more purpley and tealy, but again, I'm doing with what I have, and I could pull out several different palettes and try and use those. But we're just going to go with the one palette because I want to see. if I can do it. Anyway, now I'm going to go into Phenomenon, which is this green, and it's kind of a satiny thing, I think. But I'm just going to lightly tap it. Same brush. Been using the same brush the whole time. And this is going to give it a little bit more. Tap it off. This is going to give it a little bit more of a tealy sheen to it. I don't know if you can see that teal. I can. Like, you can see the difference. This is darker and it's more green than this one until now. But anyway, so we went and saw Stranger Things in the theater, and it was great to watch it with a bunch of like-minded people. Like, it was fun to be there. You had to know Stranger Things in order to be at that theater, and there were so many people that wore their Hellfire Club, that wore um, just their things that they had gotten because of Stranger Things. I wore my Stranger Things shirt and my pajama bottoms. My husband wore his Stranger Things shirt. It was a lot of fun. We had a great time. Um, and I need the soundtrack. I mean, it just brings up so many memories. Now I'm using my color switch and it's, shaking the camera and all the things. I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to go into Great, is it Great Earth that I want? Or is it Arctic Fox? I think I'm going to use Arctic Fox, which is this color right here. It's, again, kind of a satiny color, but it's the green that I want. So I'm going to use that and kind of go around. You can see it kind of has that greenish shininess, which is fine because I think she actually had, like I said, a greeny. You'll see. So far, do I think this look is looking like her look? No, not exactly, but like I said, I don't have a picture in front of me of what her eyes look like. I'm just going off of memory, and I watched it yesterday, so we're just going to kind of, good enough is what we're looking for. Good enough. Today is, I'm going to go get some dog food, cat food, go out to lunch with a friend, and brave Costco. Sorry, to adjust my chair. Hey, hey, hey. Sorry, house hippos. Bear with me. I'm going to go into Great Earth, which is the kind of greeny blue beside it. And it's like a matte shadow with glitter in it. And I'm just kind of going over all of it. Because she had, I mean, the look that she did was it was so pretty. It's when you get into the shimmers that it's going to take a whole different look, sort of. Okay. I actually like where it is right now. I also brought out, sorry, I brought out my multi-chrome or my holochromes from um, Fantasy Cosmetica because I really want to use this color. I know it looks really weird, but it kind of has like a purpley blue green shift to it. So I want that one, but I also brought out my Odin's Eye palette because I think I want to use this one. And it is called, hold on. Oh, upside down. Jade. So, and then I'm also going to use So Lit. I know that's a lot, but I'm going to put that over there so I have them all kind of around me. I'm going to use my Gourmand Girls Color Stay or glitter primer. I forget what the actual name of it is. I should probably know that before I start talking, but alrighty. So the first color we're going to go into is Stigum, which is this. I hope you can see all the shifty. It's better when it's out of the pan or out of the palette and you can see it a lot better. It has so many different shifts and colors to it. Like, I don't even know if you can see all of that. But we're going to put that kind of all over because it will mix with the other colors that we're going to do. There we go. I want all the shiftiness. All the shiftiness. I don't even know if you can see like all the beautiful colors that has. It trust the process. So now I'm going to put Jade, which is so emollient. Like the other one, how do I describe? It's more powdery. This is more gel-like. Like I can do this and get it on both fingers. And then I'm going to go, yes, that's the perfect color. Perfect. Over the top of that one, just on the inner part. Not all the way in though, but just, yes, that's the perfect color to get the look I'm going for. So I'm done with those two. And now I'm going to go into So Lit. Now, yes. And this one's more of the powdery formula. So for me, doing this just really solidifies the fact that I really wish I could put like the side by side of what her eyeshadow was and what mine is now. Hers had a little bit more green in the middle. It was so pretty, but I can fix that because now I'm going to go back into Arctic Fox, but I'm going to take that on my finger and go over the top of that to give it that little green flip that I want. I mean, you don't have to have the exact palette that somebody else has. Again, I wish I could show you her picture, her eyes and what my eyes are looking like now, because they're not the exact same, I know, but they're so close. They're good enough, which helps me to say, you know what? I don't need to buy that palette now because I have something that looks good enough for me. Hold, please. Alrighty. So today I'm going to use my professional primer. And I don't need very much. That's honestly probably way too much. But I think I have a big face. So I tend to use more than I need. Alrighty. So now I'm going to use my brush. And my Tier. This is in the shade 23N Sand. And I just need to clean my brush, but I really like this foundation. It's so light. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin. It just feels really light. Sorry. Normally I have my hair up, but trying to not do that. I did just get out of the shower before I started this, so but see how nice and light? It just evens it out. It's not too thick, it's not too heavy. Perfect. Love it. I'm using this first. I am going to use, actually, let me go over just to make sure that we don't have any brush strokes, which I don't see any, but this is my ColourPop Angel Face. It is a bright pink, but ooh, as I add more. And I'm going to use, this is the Sigma F08. And I'm just going to brush that in. Give myself some pink cheeks. You see that? Now that I've done that, I know it's weird, but I'm going to go in with my concealer. But I'm not going to bring it. Maybe I am. There we go. And I don't know if I said this, but I'm using my Singe Beauty FO2 to blend out my concealer, and that's what I used. My other brush is dirty. My Sigma brush is dirty, so having this, it works just the same. It's actually denser, so it doesn't, the bristles don't, but it's softer. That makes sense. The bristles are a softer fiber, but they're denser. I don't know how to describe it other than that. But I love Singe Beauty brushes. I need to get more. Don't tell my husband. He'd say, "You have plenty of brushes," which, fair, I do. But some of them I've had for so many years, and it would be nice to have a newer set, because then the ones that I've used up can go to, I don't know. I don't want to say the landfill, but some of them are getting pretty old. Let's just put it that way. Okay, that was my Sonia G and my Sigma bronzer, which I got that Sonia G brush 2 years ago in a lucky bag, and I got a new lucky bag. It's going to be on its way January 15th. It should start, they should start shipping. So by the end of this month, I should have it. I've had this blush for forever. This is the Floating Lights from Disney, but it's just such a pretty color. And I just want to make sure that that blush stays. There we go. Blending that out. Oh, I'm so pleased with this eye look. Sorry, it's just, honestly, if you saw the way her eyes were, I think I did really good with recreating it, which makes me feel good because now I don't have to rush out and buy that palette, which in April, there's a couple of palettes that are restocking that I want to think about getting, which several months away, so I have time to talk myself out of it. But April is my birthday month, and this year I have things that I want to do, and I'm just going to try, if I see a look that I like, I'm going to try and recreate it so I can talk myself out of buying that palette, which is what I've done with at least this one look from that palette. I'm going to do more research, which means watching other YouTubers that have that palette and see if I can see if I like the look that they've done, see if I can recreate the look that they've done, and talk myself out of buying that palette altogether. That's my goal. That's my goal. Like, with this look, I'm good. I'm good. Um, oh, I'm going to use my Aurora Shine from Odin's Eye. It's kind of a blue, purpley highlighter. And my Fantasy Cosmetica brush. Oh, so I know, I'm horrible all over the place, but I watched Angela Bright. She, again, is on YouTube, but um, she had a video on Tati had makeup brushes. Tati is a wonderful, wonderful makeup person. Like, she does a lot of really good things. However, I haven't watched a lot of hers lately only because um, she does a lot of TikTok and I don't like TikTok. So I don't watch her on there. Doing my spray. While that is going, I want to do an eyeliner, but let's get a lip liner. This is from Wayne Goss. This I got in my last, lucky bag. Pretty color. Okay. But Tati has new brushes, and there were a couple in there that I thought I might like. But as of right now, she's not selling them individually. So not something I'm looking into right now, but I like the Fantasy Cosmetica brushes, the two that I have, so that's an option. Hold please. Okay, I had to gather a few things. So this is from Kaleidos. This is one of their lip clays, and it's in Cold Smoke. And it's kind of a neutrally brown. Blending them together. Not bad. Not perfect, but it needs like a gloss on top of it. Hold. Actually, I'm going to take my Lunar Beauty Tease Me. It's the purpley lip oil. And that gives it the look I want. All right. So now, going to use, this is from Lethal Cosmetics and the Avatar. It does not have a name on it. It's the purpley blue one. But I need to get close, so you might see my mirror. I've had this a while. Oh no, is it all dried up? Oh no, it might be all dried up. It's not coming out real well. But I've had this for over a year, right at a year. I don't remember when I got it. I remember I waited a long time. And I forgot it was on a pre-order thing. And I just wanted it so bad. But now I believe Lethal is an Australian based makeup brand. However, the hair still there. Um, but it has a United States warehouse now. Yes, that's the color I wanted. I'm hoping that'll help because I love this stuff. Yes, that's better. I just need to remember to shake it up because I store it on its side. And so I need to remember that. So now I'm going to use my Kaleidos, and I could not tell you what the name of this one is. It's just a bluish green, bluish silver. But that's the one I'm going to use underneath in my waterline. Love these. And I will use, this is a brush from Glamlight and Michaela Pot 2. And I'm going to use that green Phenomenon. And I'm just going to line my bottom lash. And not all the way in. Just like 2/3. It's not going to stay anyway. However, now I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury. Oh, goodness. This is hard to talk and do at the same time. I know I should probably get new mascaras. Because you can only use your mascaras just so many times. And I know I've had this one since at least the summertime. So it's getting pretty dry. But that shadow, oh my goodness gracious. Oh goodness, house hippos. Alrighty. sponge over the top. And one more time, looking for a brush. There we go. Taking my Lunar Beauty and the Aurora Struck. No, Azar. Ezra Shine. I'm looking at the Aurora Struck, but just going to take this and put it on my inner corner. And all the way down to meet up with where I stopped that way it kind of connects everything. But this is my look today that I'm going to go out and about with. What do you think? Do you see I see all the multicolors that are in there. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I just really like it. So please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, who's better than you? Nobody. Have a great day. Happy New Year.